global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. The storm that is brewing in Rivers State politics has taken a different dimension. And as it is, some few hours ago, Fubara have made all plans ready. Come October 5th is sacrosanct. Local government elections will hold. Of course, a lot of persons, a lot of his loyalists have moved from PDP to APP, and obviously those in Wike's camp are looking aloft and insisting that they will not participate in the forthcoming election. But Wike had said to make the second move, but this time around, let's find out what it is that is definitely making the PDP governors to look at a lot of issues here. Before we go to the newspaper, please subscribe to our channel. In a recent development, an Abuja Federal High Court has issued an order preventing the People's Democratic Party (PDP) leadership from dissolving the party's executive committee in Rivers State. Now, this decision affects the PDP governors, the National Working Committee (NWC), and the Board of Trustees, that's BOT. The court ruling comes as a result of ongoing political struggle between Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), and similarly Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. Members of the Rivers PDP Executive Committee EXO are known to be loyal to Wike, creating tension between the two leaders. Now, Justice Peter Lifo, the presiding judge, ruled in favor of an ex parte application brought by the Rivers State PDP EXO, and the application led by Aaron Chukwuemeka sought to prevent any attempt by the national leadership of the PDP to tamper or dissolve the executive committee at the state, local government, and ward levels of Rivers State. The court order clearly states that the tenure of the PDP executive committees in Rivers State, including those at local and ward levels, must not be shortened or dissolved. The ruling also prevents the PDP from forming interim committees to replace these executives. The plaintiffs, who are the leaders of the Rivers PDP, argued that the national body of the party was making secret plans to dissolve the existing committees and install interim leaders. They claimed this move would undermine their authority and cause them harm. In response, Justice Lifo prohibited the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from accepting any other persons or group of persons or groups as the legitimate leaders of the PDP in Rivers State. The court also instructed the plaintiffs to provide an undertaking agreeing to compensate the defendant if it turns out that the restraining orders were wrongly granted. The next hearing on this matter is set for October 4th, 2024, and come October 5th, there will be a local government elections, particularly in Rivers State. It has taken a different dimension. My colleague is in the house. What's your take on this development?
Well, personally, I don't think that the court has any right to interfere in this case. Now, it's like a child going to the state high court and telling them, or maybe a wife going to the high court and telling the high court that they should restrain the husband give the husband a party order that she should not make demands on her to cook. And the court now say, well, we have given you, this is a marriage issue. It has nothing to do with the law. As long as the man is not killing her, as long as the man is not threatening her, these are her specific duties. So this particular issue, it's very funny that our court has ended up being remote control because of some reasons best known to them. But as much as we know, this is an intra-party affair. And being an intra-party affair, the party itself has some constitution that is binding on all members. It has a constitution that is binding on all members. So if the higher body decides to make a decision and said there was something that had happened in the name of Congress, and it did not follow the process it ought to have followed, the party reserved the right to cancel it and give another date for it. So for me, intervention of the court in this matter, it's totally, for me, this is a personal assumption, it's totally wrong. It should be allowed. The party has the right to, there are leaders there. They have the right to handle the issue by themselves and come out with a resolution. So for me, this is a no-no for parties to come, for the court to come in here.
But don't you think that, this constant going back and forth to the judiciary to restrain what you know the constitution, what the constitution of your party says, and they're now using, the courts to go back and forth, because if you look at it, it is very legal. They're going the legal way, but using the court, to restrain the constitution of the party that says, certain set of things need to be done, and you overruled that stuff, and you're going to the court, and still the same Justice Lifo, really. That's the same Justice Lifo that also, gave a verdict that,
very questionable
that gave the verdicts of the 27 lawmakers that is making the likes of Ikenga and the rest have said, what is going on? Do you think that going forward it's really nice for PDP to be embroidered with so much, court cases, something that their constitution should have handled effortlessly without, bringing in the judges here?
When people are above the law, and when some persons want to do things to align with their mindset, you will notice that they will start fighting virtually everybody. They refuse to obey, and they try to go take a leap, using the extant law of the Nigerian or extant law of Nigerian constitution to fight certain things that are intra-base. You understand? So for me, I think that what they're trying to do is to begin to drag this, because the fear here is that Wike is a subject matter here.
Yes.
They don't want him to lose the structure. You understand? But I'm really wondering, allowing someone to control the structure of how would it affect you? Because whether we like it or yes, there are certain people that are loyal to Wike. You understand? There are people who are loyal to him, and those people who are loyal to him, when the time falls due, they will still show him loyalty. But I think from all indication, he knows the power of the party. He knows that if these people are not in the hands of the affairs in the party, it might end up disrupting a lot of things. I think that's why he's acting this way.
One more question. The date, doesn't it ring the bell? The elections are supposed to, that's local government elections, chairman elections are supposed to hold on the 5th. And the court adjourns it on the 4th, which means between now and October 4th, maybe there seem to be moves that would have probably given an interim government. But now, if they are now getting a restraining order, which means they will enjoy whatever seat they're sitting on till October 4th. And if it's still October 4th when the court adjourns it, by October 5th the election takes place, which means by default, if for any reason there had been any move to stop them and bringing an interim government, Fubara's men will remain in APP. What's your take on this?
Well, for me, I think that Fubara himself has nothing to lose at the end of the day, because he wants to control the local government, outside party or whatever. He wants to control the local government. So, but right now, PDP, they want a situation whereby at the end of the day, maybe Fubara will be considered to be a recalcitrant child of the party. He's one person who wants to mess up the party and all of that. So they're pushing him, trying to push him to the wall. But be that as it may, I think that at the end of the day, Wike will be blamed for all of this. He doesn't really care about all those things. What he wants is, I want to still keep controlling PDP in Rivers State as much as I can. And if I arrange or anybody will want to take it away from me, I'm going to give him the fight of his life. That's what he's doing right now. But with this situation on ground, Fubara doesn't give a hoot. That's why he said, move to APP. Make sure, because I want you guys to rule in that.
From all indication, the person that enacted this whole process, actually the state PDP Rivers State chapter, the chairman. But Wike, physically speaking,
seems not to be
he's not involved, yes.
But let's tell ourselves,
yes.
He's giving them all the required advisory counsel that they need.
Most definitely.
So just to make sure that they align, it's something that they brood on, and a lot of them will come up with ideas on how to sustain, the
structure as much as they can.
And then he will tell them, do like this, do that. And then the other guy, the lawyer or the judge in Abuja will also make sure everything, goes in line. But if you listen to it very well, you notice that he himself knows that this is an inter-party affair.
But then it's bidding for time. It's bidding for time.
That's what it is. Because I believe that the BOT or the NEC would have, somehow get involved, cancel whatever Congress they did, and bring in a CTC, which will give Fubara opportunity, to possibly call back his boys. And
which they don't want.
Yeah, which they do not want to see it happen. I think that's the situation here.
Well, let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. Also, have a nice time. God bless you. Bye.